A two-stroke engine and a four-stroke engine both use oil to survive. Both fail without it. But in one of them, smoke coming from the exhaust while oil burns is confirmation that everything is working exactly as it should. In the other, that same smoke coming from the same place means the engine is on its way to failure. Same visual signal, completely opposite meanings. The reason why explains everything that matters about how these two engines actually use oil. The difference is not the grade of oil or the viscosity. It is the role oil plays inside the engine at a mechanical level. In a four-stroke engine, oil lives in a closed crankcase, circulates through a pump and filter, and is never supposed to combust. In a two-stroke engine, oil is mixed directly into the fuel and burned during every combustion cycle. There is no separate oil reservoir. There is no oil pump. The lubrication and the combustion happen simultaneously in the same mixture. That single mechanical difference means these two engine types require completely different oil chemistry, and substituting one for the other does not just reduce protection. It causes failures that the correct oil would never produce. Most people who own both a four-stroke lawnmower and a two-stroke chainsaw keep one bottle of oil in the garage and assume it covers both. If that bottle is conventional automotive four-stroke oil, the chainsaw runs on borrowed time. The four-stroke oil in the fuel tank does not kill a two-stroke engine by failing to lubricate. It kills it by creating carbon deposits in places the engine cannot tolerate being blocked. Performance drops. The engine overheats because exhaust cannot escape at the rate combustion is producing it. Eventually, the piston seizes, not after months, after hours of operation in some cases. Replacing a chainsaw costs more than most people spend on oil in a year. The gap between the right oil and the wrong oil in a two-stroke engine is not a question of quality. It is a question of whether the engine survives the next tank of fuel. Here's the part most people with two-stroke equipment have never been told. The reason four-stroke automotive oil destroys a two-stroke engine is not that it fails to lubricate. It is that it is specifically engineered to resist burning, and in a two-stroke engine, the oil has to burn. Automotive oil contains antioxidant additives and detergent packages designed to survive combustion without breaking down. In a four-stroke engine, that stability is essential. In a two-stroke engine, those same additives enter the combustion chamber with the fuel mixture, fail to burn cleanly, and leave behind carbon residue in the exhaust port, on the piston crown, and in the ring grooves. Two-stroke specific oil is formulated with entirely different chemistry, one designed to combust completely and leave almost nothing behind. Using oil that resists burning in an engine that requires oil to burn is not a small compromise. It is a chemically guaranteed failure mode. The oil rating system for two-stroke engines is also separate from the system used for four-stroke automotive oil. The American Petroleum Institute certifications printed on every automotive oil bottle do not apply to two-stroke applications. Two-stroke oil is rated under a standard set by the Japanese Automotive Standards Organization. The two ratings that matter for most equipment owners are FC and FD. The FC rating covers most air-cooled two-stroke equipment, such as chainsaws, leaf blowers, and string trimmers, and requires oil that burns with low smoke and minimal residue. The FD rating is the highest level in the system, required for high-performance two-stroke engines, where exhaust port cleanliness and piston deposits are most critical. Using FC-rated oil in an FD required engine accelerates deposit formation. Using automotive four-stroke oil that has no two-stroke rating at all is exactly what these standards were designed to prevent. If you own a two-stroke engine, buy two-stroke specific oil at the mixing ratio your manufacturer specifies, commonly 50 parts fuel to 1 part oil, but verify this in your equipment manual because the ratio varies by design. Never substitute automotive four-stroke oil regardless of viscosity. If you own a four-stroke engine, use full synthetic four-stroke oil at the viscosity your manufacturer specifies. Never add two-stroke oil to the crankcase. If you see blue smoke from a two-stroke engine, that is expected. It is burned oil, a confirmation that the lubrication system is functioning. If you see blue smoke from a four-stroke engine, that means oil is entering the combustion chamber through worn rings or valve seals. It requires investigation, not reassurance. The four-stroke engine is not categorically better than the two-stroke. Each is correct for the application it was built for. What determines which one outlasts the other is not the design. It is whether the oil inside it was matched to the chemistry that engine actually performs. In a two-stroke engine, the oil is not protecting the engine from combustion. The oil is part of the combustion. That single fact determines which bottle goes into the tank, which rating to look for on the label, and why no substitution survives contact with the engine it was not designed for.